Hi, I'm here. Let me just block off this guy. I just saw him trying to get out. I got a new one, and I've not traded with him yet, so I can swap books. Right, the plant list. Are we ready? This is not going to be very exciting for anybody else, I don't think, until we get going. So I'll just start here. I don't know whether sea pickles are on there, but there they are. They are sea pickles. As they are. To start us off. Right, so they're the two mushrooms, red and white mushrooms. And that's the cactus. And them two are the ones from the nether. If you want me to show you what they are, I can. Warped fungus, and that's crimson something. And this is the four colours of the tulips: white, red, pink and orange. Okay. Crimson root, is it called? I don't know, let's have a look. Crimson fungus. It's crimson fungus. Crimson roots are them over there, hanging down. So this blue one, oh sorry, I don't know if you've got the coloured tulips. Yep. That's them done. So this here is a cornflower. That's a azure bluette, little one, little white one. That's the blue orchid. Lily of the valley. That's a poppy. A dandelion. And this is the eye blossom. Alright, so just let me know if you've got all them. Which one? What's not on your list? Yeah, I think it might be new, so that the internet might be out of date. So yeah, we've got all these up to here. So this one is oxeye daisy. And this one is the allium. So that's all the potted plants I've got. Let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright. So this one here is cactus flower. This is the firefly bush. That's a sunflower, obviously. Now that red one there is the let me just get a bit weeping vine. Oh no. So I destroyed them all and it hadn't shown up. So do you know what that one is? Or do you want me to go find out? Yeah, do you want me to go find what it was called? Because it just died. Right, I'll go and find out. Yeah, it's the one from the Nether, isn't it? Twisted vine. It's a twisting vine. Yeah, it's not as good as that. This is free to get in. So the twisting vine is there. Alright, so I guess the next one, that's just a what you may call it, a vine. So and that one is a big drip leaf. If you've got one of them, a drip leaf. And then that's the glowing vine, I think it's called. Now that didn't work. See, I'm destroying it. Glowberry, that's what it is. And then that one is pale hanging moss. And that is glow lichen. I don't know whether these are on the list. Warped roots. And nether sprouts. That is their bamboo. Peony. That's sugar cane and cactus. Right, I might have to sleep. Let me just quickly sleep. So, and this one here is a crimson roots. That is a sweet berry, which I hate. That's a rose, this red one here. Rose bush. So that's everything here. I mean, that's a melon and a pumpkin, but I don't think they count. They're like vegetables. So if we've ticked off everything on the list, what's left? I don't know how well we did out of that list. What are the scores on the doors? Yeah. Yeah, I know, because I've added different plants, just stuff that grows. I don't know if it's officially a flower or what. We're just going to have to kind of make it up. All right, give it to me. With a rose. I wonder what that is. Oh, right, yeah, so I've never been to the Wither, so I'm not going to have that. I've never found the Wither, and I don't think I've ever been to look for it either. Yeah, so I've got all the trees I've already got. Yeah, all the trees. I've got them in another part of the map. Quite far away. But since then there's been new trees. There's a mangrove thingamajig that you're talking about. Fern, dead bushes, azalea, flowering azalea. Right, I need to find a picture of them then, and maybe a biome of where they can find them. It's the one with the little pink flowers on the bush. Yeah, you mean these? Flowering azalea, right. Yeah, so if we found... Okay, I'll do that, yeah. So if we found a tree, an azalea tree, underneath that would be the lush cave, and that's where the Loxel would be. So the mission tonight should be to look for one of them trees. But I don't recall ever seeing one in the wild. Apparently they grow in areas with no grass. So, right, I'll just go get a good look at the plants and then we'll set off somewhere. I'll just collect some of that so that my shears break. And then that way I can make a new set of shears. Because sometimes you need them to harvest plants. Yeah, and that light block you asked me about, there's one there in that corner, look. See it? Oh, and there's a lily pad. Yeah, that block is a light block. So I'll just get a picture of these. Oh, really? That's good to know. I got another, so this is weird. I got another random tropical fish, and one of the puffer fish has disappeared. So I don't know what happened there. So we've got to go find an azalea tree. And if that is the mission, I'm going to have to prep for that. I did have everything in a chest somewhere, ready to go, looking for lock tools. Yeah, I don't know why they are mucking around like that. If I jump in there, they're all right. Now, where did I put my stuff? I'll take them 2 buckets for a start. I have prepped for this, but here it is. Bucket of red snapper. Yeah, inventory is what I'm carrying. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm prepping for if we ever meet an aloxal. I've got leads. I'll need a couple of boats. And I've got 3 buckets with water in for, and I've got 2 buckets of tropical fish to feed, to breed them, if I need to do that. There's 2 buckets there that are empty as well, just in case. Yeah, so I've got tropical fish there in them buckets. I'll pick up some more if we need to. I think that's all I need. I capture them in, so I'd need to catch 2 technically because I can breed them then. But if there's I've got enough buckets to bring as many as I can. So let's go. Yeah, azalea tree, if you look that up, it'll tell you what biome it's in. I got a pink boat just for, you know, Pride Month. Right. Quickly sleep. This is just going to be a random adventure because I have no idea where to find an azalea tree, but I know that it's not in any grassy land. So any tips on where to find an azalea tree would be very helpful. Yeah, lush cave. So the azalea tree is what we're looking for because the lush cave biome is underneath azalea trees. But like I say, I've never seen one in the wild just growing on its own. And this area is grassy. Look, there's grass everywhere. So there'll be no azalea tree here. We need to find some biome that's got no grass on it. Allegedly. You might just need to look it up for me. Just going to kill these because I want their food. Yeah, well, if that'd be cool if there were, because I don't have any of them. So I think an azalea tree, you see those trees over there? I think an azalea tree would be something like that. It's just kind of stood on its own. I'm snagging all these just 'cause. So we just need like a tree stood in the middle of nowhere. Vibrant plant life, moss, glowberries, azalea bushes. Yeah, so all them I've only ever seen in a cave, like underground. Now to find that, the azalea tree is on the surface, and if you dig underneath it, that's what you find is the lush biome. So we need to find the azalea tree first, and that's the biome we're looking for. What biome is an azalea tree in? See, that tree's like sat on its own, but there's grass around it. I'm sure that's what I read anyway. There wouldn't be no grass. Yeah, like I say, I don't think I've ever seen one growing in the wild. If I have, I've forgotten where it was. See, this here is not the right biome to find one. So I'll go up there There's the village, look. I'll go up to that village and we'll start there. All right. Yeah, so like I'm saying, that what you're telling me there is in the lush biome. But to find the lush biome, I need to find the azalea tree, and that's underneath the azalea tree, is the lush biome. So where do we find an azalea tree? Right, he's after some beetroot, so that wasn't what I wanted. Yeah, I just need you to find where to find an azalea tree. Carrots. Okay, so it's just random. don't think I'm going to get lucky here with the trading. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to get lucky finding it. Right, so I'm just going to sleep. God damn it. Hey Nick, hi. Yeah, you've not missed much. We're just looking for an azalea tree, which is not as exciting as looking for the cat. Here we are, look. Right, I'm going to have to sleep. Desert swamps, plains, flower meadows, deserts, swamps. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite difficult to find them. Right, I'm just going to get out of here. So let's go this way. That weird noise. Ah, you run in a straight line, you come across a bloody ravine. Ugh. Maybe, but I don't see any trees. Yeah, like I say, the gas is so slow, it's frustrating. They're fun, but got to be careful not to fall down that ravine. I'm heading over there where them singular trees are. See if we can. That's like a plains there. Look over there. So that, yeah, I know where I am. That's the outpost with a marker on the top. So if we head over there, I know how to get back. So we're looking for an azalea tree, and underneath the azalea tree, if I dig down, will be a lush biome. And in the lush biome will be an I don't know how to fucking say that word. Them little weird fish. And I got a pink boat. just cause. Locks Atoll. I don't know. Whoever made that name must have been dyslexic. They just put a load of letters together. Yeah, you like the gay boat? I got it from the gay bar. So that's kind of going out of distance now, isn't it? So I'm thinking how to put a marker up. Right, you see that singular tree over there? So could be something like that. Yes, that's it, Nick. One of them. We're looking for a lush biome which is underground, but to find it, you're looking for a azalea tree, and then you just dig down, and the biome should be there, allegedly. I'm going to head towards that tree down there. I cooked some meat in that village and forgot to pick it up. It's not a problem, but I get prepared to go travelling and then forget what I'm doing. I don't think I've ever seen an azalea tree in the wild. And if you do, you'd never like log where it was, because it's just a tree. You won't write it down going, oh look, a tree. There's billions of them. It's just now we want one. Can't bloody find it. They look too big for azaleas. I'm sure it said that they don't grow in grassy land, and this is all grass. So much grass. So the only way I can tell an azalea tree from from this far away is I can't. I've got to. You'll see the flowers on it. It's got those pink flowers. You know that little bush that I showed you? That was an azalea bush. So one of the blocks will be like pink flowers. Not easy to spot, and I don't think it would be in a biome like this. Yeah, we're going for all the gay stuff. It's all the rage. It just seems like whenever I'm looking for a certain biome, it disappears, and I can't find one. Is this a little bit of desert? Yeah, well, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Now that I don't have any fish to catch it with or anything like that. You know, to befriend it. I should have brought some fish with me. I mean, fish are easy enough to catch, but again, I'm looking in the water. There's no fish now. I've just said I want some. Oh, there they are. So just remind me which biomes an azalea tree will grow up in. Desert. Right. This here is a plant I can put in a plant pot, and I don't know how to get it. That just turned into a stick. Desert, swamp, plains. Two sticks. Gonna end up losing my game out here if I don't be careful. Oh, it's night time. Hey, baby zombie. Hello. Oh, he's running away. Weird. Oh, hey, look at that. A baby zombie and a wolf. Never seen that before. How cool was that? So where did I put my boat? Should be easy to spot. It's bright pink. Hey up. There we are. Get away. Yeah, to get a pink bed I need some pink wool. It's like I'm in Canada. Frustratingly, like trees everywhere. I want plains or desert. All I can see is goddamn trees. I'm just shit at finding stuff, aren't I? My god. Sorry, I'm drinking beer, so a bit fizzy. God. Just surrounded by everything I don't want. I think this is the problem with adventuring, is you're kind of expecting eventually to come across something you want, but it can be frustrating because you're just wandering about. I should have gone to a place where I actually know there's a desert. But because I've been there before, it might not spawn. Yeah, it's easy to say that, but when you come across a ravine, you've got to walk 3 miles around it, you sort of lose your way. You sort of walking in a straight line is, on paper, really easy to do, but you know, you come across a mountain and you've got to climb over it. It takes freaking ages. This is my village. I can actually get rid of these carrots and that. Cheers, Gavin. Where's the guy who wants carrots? Here he is. Can I get some more off him? Yeah. Come here, knobhead. I'll just stick these in the chest. Is there any raw fish here? While I'm here. Could have got lucky. Raw cod, nice one. So if we meet a black cat, I shall give it that. I'm not going to waste any more time in this place. This is where I got the tulips from, look. All the coloured tulips are here. Did a bit of a side quest, Nig, of collecting all the flowers and plants, and pretty much got them all. Right, I know where I'm going, so I'll head towards that marker. So you see, like, there's a singular tree like that. That's what, as I think I've read, an azalea tree would be just on its own. But it wouldn't be in grassland. So you know what I mean? It's not in the right biome. Is grassland a biome? So that's what I'm in. And I know azalea trees don't grow in grasslands, so there won't be one here. So, what biome is cherry blossom in? Because there's some cherry blossom over there. I mean, that looks like a flower forest, whatever it's called, doesn't it? Cherry grove. So what was the one about flowers? Look, there's flowers everywhere here. You think there'd be a azalea tree somewhere in here? I can't remember the goddamn words. Flower meadow, right. This looks like a flower meadow to me. So we're looking for an azalea tree. It'll have pink bits in the trees. This is definitely a flower meadow. If I've ever seen one. I mean, how rare are these bloody trees? Surely one of these trees would be what we're looking for. Yeah, tell me about it. It's definitely rare. Oh, a witch. See that? I better sleep, haven't I? Night time. It's hard to tell if it's night. Yeah. There she is, look. There's the witch. Let me get me a bucket of milk ready. What's she doing? If I get too close, she'll throw a potion at me, and I'll have to kill her. Let's just kill this creeper while we're here. It's sneaking up on me. Enderman. So the witch is just kind of like there. Get her right in the face. Ah. I hate them. Well, luckily they didn't have a chance. Hey, creeper! Jesus. These are all stragglers because it became night time. Right, I don't need all this garbage. I've got all these flowers. Don't need that redstone. I need a bloody azalea tree. That's what I want. I mean, this flower meadow is big enough. Pondering. Here he is. Oh dear. This is still forest flower meadows because there's flowers everywhere. Well, I think, anyway. And all the goddamn trees just look the same. They're either birch or... What kind of tree is this? Oak. Flower meadow. Flower forest. I don't know what the name is. Frustrating. How rare can it be? So rare that there literally isn't one. It's only a goddamn tree. See, I don't think I've ever been here before. See, that's... Let me just cut this tree down to see what wood it is. I think it's an oak tree. Yeah, oak. Yeah, I kind of know what it looks like. I just don't see one. I mean, this flowery meadows or flowery fucking forest. Right. it's big enough to have one of them trees in it. Well, yeah, that's why I think this is the flowery forest, because it's covered in flowers. There's no grass here, and it said azalea trees don't grow where grass is. Hey up. Little Hema. Give me your bones. Looks interesting, doesn't it? This place is huge. But no azalea tree. Yeah, I don't know if it's a cave or just like a hole in the wall. Yeah, look, it's just a hole. Yeah, they're just holes. Now that's a cave. You think we should go down there? Give me a vote. Who says go down the cave? Yep. That's 2. Obviously going to be mobs down here. Well, yeah, if I found anything, it would be helpful. Dead end. Nothing. Just dead ends. Now I can hear something like a zombie. So let's just dig. Might find a cave. Bloody hell. Where's that noise coming from? It's good to have coal because I might run out of torches. You can hear that zombie. It sounds very close. I don't suppose it says what level Lush Caves might be at. I can hear zombies like drowned in. I'm just going to make sort my inventory out. Any altitude underground. Okay. Just top up on torches. Yeah, that's, so if you see I'm on level 42, not the bend. If I go down where I just dug, that's level 33. So that's, you know, I mean, I'd have to go down quite far. Under humid biomes, right. This is not humid, it's flowery. Right, let's get out of here. Shite. It's night time. Gonna have to fight my way out. He's stuck. Give me an XP. That was a bit unfortunate. How the hell do I get out of here? So we need to find a desert. This meadow malarkey hasn't worked out. Rubbish. going? That might be jungle up there, which I would class as a warm biome. So let's just head towards that. I think I know where I am. I think I've been down here before. Feels, hey, look, I dug my way through to make a little like river. Yep, I've been down here before. Right, let's get out here. There's some armadillos here. Don't get distracted. So what biomes do you find armadillos at? Because this was like a jungle. This is a jungle tree with the like red wood. And this here is like different kind of tree. Won't tell me because I have too much shit on me. Oak. Well, here's some caves. That's not a cave. Savannah. Ah, dead end. So, a savannah and dead badlands any good? Can you find what we're looking for in them biomes? I mean, I'd say there's too much grass here. You're never going to find an azalea tree where there's grass. Ah, do they? Let me use my silk touch. Yeah, that's oak leaves. That's an oak tree. I just checked the leaves. Oh dear. That equaled nothing. Let me just try and get a bit higher. And then... It's a shame on screen it doesn't tell you what biome you're in. That would be very helpful. You know, like in Valheim, it tells you, like, if you're in the Ashlands, that's desert over there. I'm sure there's a mod I could add to tell me where you're at, but I know some of them are quite distinctive, but I would have never have, like, called a biome savanna. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, desert, maybe, but I do know where I am. There's a village over there, and a marker, and there's a village over here. So we'll be looking for a cave. Like, technically not underwater. Right, sometimes this is like a technique you can use. Sometimes if you hit sand, it all collapses, thus revealing a cave. I don't really want to go underwater. It's too risky. I don't know what I'm looking for. No idea. That's a cave. No, it's not. It's just a hole in the ground. Any ideas? How did you bring up the what, Nick? No. Okay. Oh, drink more beer. I bended over there. I should just do it by boat. Too much grass. Not going in the right way. Sorry, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to look it up. So I need a dark forest, a jungle or a swamp. Now, wonder what kind of biome this is. It looks like jungle to me, but how do we confirm it? Because there's tons of grass. Yeah, I think that's a jungle. That's a jungle log, look. So this is jungle. So what, we'd find an azalea tree here. It says in jungle. There's a parrot there, look. So this is definitely jungle. A couple of ocelots. I can make friends with them if I give them some fish, but that's just another side quest. Hey. Hello. Oh no, it's jungle hell. Little panda. I'm never going to find an azalea tree in here, am I? All the parrots you ever wanted. Well, it is quite a big biome. Yeah. It's just impossible to see one here. Oops, that might be a cave just ahead of me there. Looks promising. This looks promising. Maybe. Because there's lights. And loads of bloody mobs. There was a creeper down here somewhere. So this would be like a lush cave, but it's not. So, you know what I mean? It's got the markings of one, but no lush cave. A villager. There's a bat. So are bats in lush caves? Because this is not a lush cave, because there's nothing lush about it. A lot of zombies, I know that. Good for XP, I suppose. Oh my lord. God, they're relentless. One way to get rid of it. So that could have been a lush cave, and it wasn't. It's like teasing us, isn't it? What you could have won, but no. Jesus Christ, this place is going to be... Yeah, if I wanted to get lost. Yeah, no, you can't put a lead on a bat, I'm afraid. I mean, you got to remember that if I actually get these things, I've got to get home with them. I'll just put them in a bucket and get the hell out of here. Oh my god. So a black cat and a loxel, whatever they're called, are just impossible to find for me. Some more caves here. And I can already tell they're not lush caves because a witch is here. Ah! Get out of here. I'm actually poisoned. So let me just... Well, yeah, yeah. need to sleep. Yeah, I know these are not lush caves. Nothing lush about them. You'll know lush cave because there's those glow flowers. And it's very lush, of course. Should have bought them for me. Be more useful than this game. Right, I've got. I'm just going to make some more torches. Another bush dead in the pet shop. So yeah, no luck. Oh, a skeleton. Hello. Still no lush caves, and this is huge. Talk about elusive. Dead end. So we're leaving the jungle. Even though it's absolutely massive, we found nothing. This is all just grasslands. Yes. Thanks for reminding me, Niggy. I did see a cow, didn't I? Over there. Yeah, it's not worth risking that. You meet a witch, she poisons you, it's game over. I didn't imagine me dying here and then I respawn back in the ruins. I'd never get back for all my gear. It just despawned before I got here. Right, let's get onto this water. Frustrating. Technically that's still jungle. Not really sure which way to go. There's more jungle up here. Hopefully it's not the same one. Right, I'm gonna put a marker up because I can't tell if I've been here before. I have been here before, but I'm in like today. No idea which way it is home, but tough shit. At least I know I've been here. I don't know what to do. How the hell are you going to see an azalea tree in there? You're not. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to find desert. So the way I suggest to do that is to... Oh, desert would be nice, yes. Oh, I'll just head down here and then I'll jump out and I'll build a really high marker and see if I can see any desert. And hopefully we'll be able to see some. That looks like desert here, look. What a very tiny bit. I see some over there. Over there. Let's head towards that bit. Ooh. Getting sidetracked. Nice fish. this is not very big, is it? The problem with these desert biomes is they're really small. See, I've been here. I was here before. Oh, shit. I think we're just going to have to give up. Futile. It's bloody night time, isn't it? So you can't tell with this update. You can't tell if it's dark. Try not to leave in bed. A creeper right behind me, look. We're heading home. This has not been fruitful at all. Bollocks. Try not to fall down a hole. Nope. Rubbish. Nothing. I think that is that wooded, flowery forest or whatever we went through before that equaled nothing. I think I've got to start writing down the words because I can't remember what stuff's called. So many, like, I mean, I don't know how many biomes there are, 9? You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit to remember. I ain't no David Attenborough. I'm just going to get out here to walk. So just remind me again which biomes are what we're looking for, because I keep forgetting. Yeah, humid ones. Swamp, jungle, dark forest. See, for example, dark forest, I wouldn't know how to spot one of those if it punched me in the tits. You know, what does it look like? Golden apples are quite useful. Oh, look at that. I'm having that. Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Have a look for me. These blocks are quite rare. It's not obsidian, it's crying obsidian. Different block. I'm just wasting my time here. Don't need to be here at all. Keep heading home. What does? I need to be going that way. Yeah, I have got some before, but I don't really know what you do with it, to be honest. Decorative. So how do you spot a dark forest? Huge mushrooms. A little cat. I don't think I've ever been here before. I'll pop it there and then I'll know I've been here before. Oh, okay. Don't see any large mushrooms about, so I need to take a left down here to head home. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Just the dark forest now. It's just that now you've said it, there ain't one. I mean, that would class as desert, but not really. It's not big enough. It's just sand. I think my map is, my game seed is broken because it's so old. The bits I've played in before, the updates don't update. So anything new like azalea trees don't appear because I've been there. And I think we've been through this before because I've discovered most of the map or a big area of it. It takes me ages to go anywhere new. I need to get out of this boat. I mean, you can imagine I've been playing it for 8 years. I've kind of discovered quite a large part of this map. So when they put an update, it doesn't appear, stuff doesn't appear. You have to go somewhere new for it to spawn. Yeah, I mean, I have looked at those map locators online, but they don't work. Again, I think it's because my map's so old. I don't know which version it would come under, because there's millions of versions. I can't remember what version this was when I started playing, so I'll never know. I'll never find the right seed locator. I know I am. This is the village. My village. You'll recognise it when I get there. Yeah, I've tried them, Nick, and it was saying I was looking for a biome, and when I went there to the coordination, it was in the middle of the sea. It won't matching up. So I just think this map's so old. Frustrating. I looked at it on a website, yeah, online. It's like like a chunk finder or whatever, and you put your game seed and it tells you everything is, but nothing matched up. I went looking several times, and yeah, it wasn't right. Which in a way it's a double-edged sword. It's like cheating, you know what I mean? You get stuck, so you look online to tell you where stuff is. It's like cheating. I think I'd rather the joy I'm going to have of finding a black cat or an aloxal will be, I'll come to Ipswich and get drunk because we'll have actually achieved something. If I could just look it up online, it'd probably just bore. I think it'd take the fun out of the game, really. Not that this is fun. It's really not. It seems like every time I go on an adventure live, we come back pretty fruitless. So we'll go back to, there's the chicken. We'll go back to the ruins, and I'll show you the flower collection, and then I'll finish the stream. I'm watching You on Netflix, season 5, and it's true. And I found white frogs too, so they were all successful trips out, I remember. But it just seems like now I'm looking for rarer things. It's getting harder and harder. Welcome home. Snag and bag all this zombie flesh. How many votes? How many votes you want? Right, I'll show you me McFlowers. that. Oh, could you imagine? If you're right underneath my feet. Thing is, I do know where there is a lush cave. I've been to one before, and there was no Loxel in it. So again, maybe they were added after an update. So yeah, here's all my flowers. All the different types, including bamboo and sugar cane. Yeah, I think we pretty much got all of the variations. Let me just see if it's... No, it's not getting dark, but this is my new fish tank. Only a puffer fish. There was 2 in there, and now there's only 1. So I think maybe one of these guys ate him. Percy Blower. Definitely David Titmarsh. How many bows have I picked up? My goodness. Get out of it. David Bellendermy. I better tell it's dark because that flower will pop open. So I'll drink beer until that happens and I'll end it. Blue uphill gardener. Well, thanks for helping me at least. I wasn't doing this on my own. Carry on gardening. Well, it's night time, so this goddamn thing should be open. Come on, look, it's dark outside. Are you going to open? No? I bet if I go look outside and come back, it'll be open. Look. It's pitch black outside. Does it need to be outside? Yeah, maybe. Which would be very clever of it, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's one down there that's open. Look there. So I'll take the torches away. See if it works. Weird noise. I think that was a camel. Ah, look, it's bloody opened. Look. I knew if I went outside and left it, it'd open. Ugh. Nice plant though. Bit of a mess in here now, isn't it? Got a cactus. And some weird ones from the nether. I need to get some plants from the Wither, but I don't even know where the Wither is. I've never been. Yeah, Nick, night. I'm gonna go to speak soon. Thanks for watching. Can you stand on it? I think I can, yeah. You can just run through them all. Oh, these are growing now, look. Nice one. Yeah, the Wither. It's there's certain creatures in there. Well, one of them's called the Wither. So, but I've never found it again in this seed. It might never spawn because I've just discovered too much. Anyway, I'll end it now.